You know, you win some, you lose some. But what do you really lose? Is it worth losing it all? See, I be trying to free people with the content. I be trying to free people that got Stockholm syndrome, free some of these guys from being under the regime and reign of bad tyrants in the music industry. According to them, you know, some of these guys never did nothing to me, the tyrants, but they call them tyrants. They want to go back, then they want to go back on their word. Let's go. Hold on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. You know what I do here. If you haven't, stick around. You might learn some stuff. You might see some stuff. You might hear some stuffs. So, y'all know I've been emptying the vault. So for the people who's coming on like, oh, why are you putting out old stuff? Well, I have 20 years worth of content. Many of it has not seen the light of day. And I'm putting it out. Some good, some bad, some whatever. But I believe that the audience are going to get a lot of questions answered, because a lot of times the audience is always saying, yo, why this, that, and the third? Most of the time I have the answer why. Then somebody go back on their word, or they get cold feet and they don't want to talk about it and they want to act like it didn't happen. But I do stuff for the audience. And if you sat down with me on my camera to do content with me, then it is what it is. I'm gonna put it out one way or another. Y'all know what I'm doing. So for the steady people who's always here, y'all know what I'm doing. So I got this email the other day, 2 days ago, when I put out the damn, I don't even want to say his name. Well, I'm gonna say his name, J.R. Ryder interview that I've had since 2014. I had that interview. And I'll get into what was in the interview in a minute. So I got, hi, Doggie Diamonds TV. We would like to inform you that we received a privacy concern about your content. Before we review the content, we would like to give you an opportunity to review and, if necessary, modify or remove any potentially private information within the reported content. So I'm sitting there saying, private information? Did we talk about stuff? I don't remember talking about. It was a trailer. We didn't talk about, there wasn't no address in there. There was nobody children in there. What the hell is that all about? So it says, receiving this notice does not imply a violation of YouTube privacy guidelines, and no action has been taken against your content or channel at this time. Please find below that the list of reported content within the reported video timestamps. Please note that the violation may also occur at other timestamps, as well as in the audio, title, video description, channel image, or background. So that's what got me. I said the channel image. I used a still shot from the actual interview and recreated it and put it in there. So maybe that was it. And then it shows you, when it goes down, it shows you the information reported as violating privacy. So you see from 30 seconds to 3:18. And then when you scroll all the way down, this is the attached video. This was the video right here. It was the trailer. So this is what got me. How or will a penalty be applied to my account? And it's saying, you know, you're not getting a strike. And the notice doesn't mean that you're getting a penalty or a strike being applied to your account. But when you go to the last one, it says, we may also apply penalties and suspend accounts of users who maliciously circumvent our removal policies. So I'm not going to be putting up videos, taking them down, putting them up, taking them down. Anything that I feel like could potentially get me in some type of trouble, because dudes be in their feelings and reporting stuff, I'm just going to put it somewhere else where you can see it, because I think y'all deserve to see it. I'm giving it away for free right now, right? But if I gotta charge a little $2-3 for y'all to see it, I'll do it. If y'all think it's worth it, y'all pay for it. I got some more stuff coming. But this might be how we have to play. You know, and I want y'all to know something too. When I do these things right here, this is on the fly, right? I don't really have a script that I'm reading off of. And I don't believe in doing stuff over. I'm just going, I like stuff to be natural, so forgive me. So why do you say it was him? Why do you say that he got it struck? Well, this is from the Forbes DVD account, as you can see. Hi, Forbes DVD, and this is the actual thing. Look, January 7th, 2019, at 1:34 a.m. And this was just audio, because I was going to make it into a podcast. Now, the reason why he said he didn't want the interview up in the first place, because I'm smoking weed, I'm on parole. So I'm saying, all right, yeah. So then I won't put the video out. I just put the audio out with a picture. If it's just audio that you sat down and did an interview for, that I went through hell with you this day, that we went to studios, we was in Harlem waiting for you to get dressed for 2-3 hours, just a weird ass day. And then you was like, put it out. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hold me down, put it out. First, he was like, could you give it to World Star first? So this is 2019. You know, Forbes DVD was jinking at the time, right? He was like, could you give it to World Star? And I'm like, if I'm sitting here filming, I'm doing an interview, why would I give it to another rival website? That don't make no sense. But I was still gonna give it to them. So I took the audio and just put a picture. All right, you complaining, you smoking weed, your parole officer, even though if you piss in the cup, you could tell your PO, yo, that's an old interview that I did. And if you pissing in the cup every week, they gonna know that you don't smoke weed. So they can't violate you for a video because you peeing in the cup and you don't got no weed. But anyway, I took the interview down the first time. Then I just did the audio. So this says video, but I'm telling you it's just audio. So it says, due to a copyright takedown notice that we received, we had to take down your video from YouTube. And you can see right here. And got a strike. You received a copyright strike. You now have one strike. If you get multiple strikes, we'll have to disable your account. Now, Forbes DVD got over 100,000 subscribers on the channel. I don't even upload anything on there no more. That's like a nostalgia channel with content that been out for years. But this was in 2019. And I want to make sure that it doesn't show his email on here, because I don't want no bitching and complaining. So give me a second. Hold on. Let me look and make sure that his email is on here before I scroll down. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. I'm back. There's no email. So it says what to do next. If you believe you're not at fault in one or more of these instances above, you can appeal this takedown. So they took it down. They just took it down. They didn't even, right? So I'm like, okay. 2019? How long ago was that? So here we are now. We in 2026. I know you're not on parole no more. And let me say something. I'm going to come back, right? But I'm going to come back without the music because this is important, because I got to get this off real quick. Hold on. See, the purpose of this interview was, and when you watch it, because the first pinned comment, you can see the interview. So on Patreon. You feel he didn't say nothing in the interview that was disrespectful. He told his truth. And that truth was in 2014, but that truth still stands the test of time till today, because that's how you was feeling. And it wasn't how you was feeling at that time. That's what it is. Nigga, you just got your album back. You got your album back from who? And we could front that you got it from E1 and Koch and all that. Come on, we know the truth. And we could pull receipts on that too. You got it back from Cam. Because y'all was in a production deal. And this is not to bash him, but what I thought this was doing, this was freeing. But I realized a lot of dudes don't want to be free. A lot of dudes still want to be around dudes, under dudes, hoping that they still get thrown a bone, hoping that a dude still rock with them in some type of way. But you was in litigation with a dude. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing that I'm like, yo, some people might be like, oh, you putting out old content, you being messy and all that shit. First of all, a lot of y'all dudes sound like straight up punks. I don't even know who raised you. I don't even know nothing about this era, this new lingo, rage bait, and all this other lingo y'all be. Y'all know nothing about none of that. Just be real with you. I think that's just all internet talk because I never been around nobody in the flesh and we had these conversations. So what I'm saying is this. It was a particular time in the culture when the 50 Cent Camron thing happened. We was wondering why Cam jumped on the phone. Why did the dude from Koch call in and put Cam on the phone? This interview will give you a little bit more clarity because I don't know if y'all know, and I'm gonna reveal this. Some of the people from Dipset was already having issues and problems. They was already having issues and problems. They was gonna do business with 50. That's why Jim still came out on Rap City. That's why the Beamers, Benz, and Bentley song happened because Jewels rock with Slow Bucks. Jewels rock with Slow Bucks. Slow Bucks rocked with Banks. So that was the connection between the Dipset and the G Unit. Lloyd Banks' little brother used to be in Joel Santana's studio. Louis V used to be in the studio all the time. Every time I went there, he was there. He looked just like Banks. John Depp is Banks' cousin. So the G Unit Dipset thing was already in the making. And Jewels might not want to admit it. I'm not putting Jewels in nothing, but I had a conversation with Jewels. If I interviewed Jewels as well in the studio where everything was all red. I seen the 90 Hawaiian Punch bottles on the floor, and I got that footage somewhere. Because Bink was there and Bink was playing Jewels beats. One thing about me, y'all know I'm not going cap. I don't have to lie for views or anything like that. Because people, you for the views. When it's a view counter, everybody does everything for views. But when you lie for views, that's different. Telling the truth and getting views, what's wrong with that? Because y'all have unanswered questions of why did Camron jump on the phone and do that with 50? He was throwing a monkey wrench. That's just what it is. So listen. They already had something in the works. When I sidebar with Jewels was like, I don't know why he jumped on the phone and did that. I don't know why he did that with 50. The same thing, if you watch the interview, 50 was just on the radio bigging J.R. Santana up. J.R. Santana. God, J.R. that dude up. He was just on the radio bigging him up. If you watch the interview, he says that. Even JR said in the interview with me, he's like, I don't know why he did that. We was like, yo, damn, why he do that? So, if anything, he expressed his displeasure with Cam. He expressed some misappropriation of funds. Because let me tell you something. That's why he said, yo, Doggie Diamonds be knowing the questions. Because we had a conversation already. I already know what to ask you based off of what we said. So now, how could I, as the interviewer, extract these answers from you without leading you, without saying, yo, you told me on the side? No, I'm going to ask you questions. That's just my skill and some interviewer's skill. Sometimes we have a conversation, and then we do an interview, and then I know what to ask you based off of what we talked about. All interviewers that's good gonna let you know that. And then when you know people personally, they're gonna let you know that. So it wasn't me being messy. It was me giving the fans, the viewers, a timeline of what happened in the culture that still applies to this day. Cam don't fuck with them. He don't. If they tell the truth, they had to pay to use the Dipset logo on their albums. That's why the Dipset logo ain't on there. On some of their albums. It's just the truth. Look it up. They had to pay Camron to use some shit that they built. So I'm not on here. I'm not even mad at him, but it's because he doesn't have, he don't have the I don't even want to say what I really, this is no filter, but he don't have this. He don't have this. Dudes, when they come from under somebody's regime, they still want to be with people who mistreated them. They hope, yo, he got this talk with Flea, it is what it is. Maybe Flea will bring me on. That's dude's mentality. Me, once you do something to me I don't like, and I have the freedom to go where I want to go, I have the freedom to do my own thing, free of you and your mistreatment, I'm good. No, I don't got, listen, I appreciate that. Yo, I spoke to so many of these dudes, and I know they really don't like each other. And see, let me tell you something about me, right? So you're probably wondering, yo, what is it? Yo, I don't like fake shit. I don't like the fire emojis under each other posts, but you was just on the horn kicking somebody back in. I don't record people's phone calls. You know what I'm saying? But if I was a fly, if you was a fly on the wall to some of the conversations, you'll be surprised how a lot of these dudes really feel about each other. And it's sickening because if everybody be honest, everybody could be freed, everybody could work, and everybody could do what they want to do. But sometimes you got these dudes who's a part of these groups and these organizations, and they like some outcasts, and then you give them the freedom. Listen, if you got a fan base, your fans gonna ride with you. When you watch the interview, he didn't say anything that was disrespectful. Maybe one thing I would have took out. You know what I'm saying? But he did get punched in the face. A lot of shit really, really happened. Cam was mad at them. This is what he said. That's not what I said. People like, oh, but they're cool now. You don't know what these niggas are. Some of y'all just have to ingest the content and stop acting like you know, because you don't speak to none of them. You don't know none of them. I'm telling you from what I know. Dude sat down with me. He didn't sit down with you. So just because the dude is like he doing his own thing now, you don't see him back in the loop. You seen dudes in the stands when it was a Rockefeller, when it was a Dipset versus the Locks. The verses, was they on stage or was they in the crowd? And that's respect to them. I think they belonged on stage. I think they belong. So how does somebody mess with you if it's a versus with your crew and you ain't in it? You in the crowd with Fat Joe and everybody else. Shit, I could have been in the crowd. You in the crowd with me. So dudes don't rock with you, and that's fine. Shout out to Jim doing his thing. You know, they sat down, but they wasn't even rocking, and I can show all that. So a lot of moves you be seeing be despite other dudes. Let's spite them. All that shit is corny. It's corny. And if you watch the interview, it was freeing, because I had people say to me who got the interview, they was like, yo, he didn't even say nothing bad about Cam. It was just his truth. But Cam did say, the next one of y'all are here saying something about me, I'm exposing. Maybe dudes are just scared. I don't know. But your truth is your truth. Stop acting like little battered women, man. Stop it. Just grow some nuts. That's just how I feel. Like, I don't fear nothing to nobody. Anything I say once, I'm going to say twice. I don't care. I ain't biting my tongue. I just don't, you know, that's just how I carry it. That's what I said. And if I have made a mistake, I will always apologize publicly and privately. That's just how I am. But when you watch the interview, you be the judge. Was there anything in there that he should have been fearful of? Because you sat down with me, you gave me the content. I'd rather a dude hit me and say, yo, I don't want you to use my content. But your excuse was, I was smoking weed, my P.O. and all. Your P.O., nigga, how many years ago is coming out now? So I'd rather dudes be like, yo, I don't want the content to come out because I don't fuck with you. But that's fine too. But it's still my content. I'm going to do with it what I want. It's still my camera. Still I filmed it. Still I did all of that. We going to find a way to put it out. And that go for all of y'all. And I think I'm going to stay in Harlem for a little while too. Got some other Harlem shit coming out. That's crazy. This one is crazy. I ain't going to hold you. This one is a little spooky. I got to be strategic with this one. It ain't even strategic. I got to be strategic with this one. But I told y'all, 2026, yo, I'm not playing with nobody. Everything coming out. I'll go through this all the time if I have to, because y'all gonna get the content. See, we stuck in a hamster wheel of the same content, the same content, the same content. No, you have people like myself and others who have content that shaped and molded the culture that you might not have saw, that's gonna give you a lot of unanswered questions. Did I say that right? Yeah, unanswered. Yeah, I did say that right. But I'm just saying. So I'm not even mad at dude. I expected it. I expected him to do that because he don't got this. You know what I'm saying? When he decides he wants to be emancipated, and not politically correct, because in this one he wasn't politically correct. He was about to go to prison for some shit that he didn't do. He didn't do it. He didn't do that. And we're gonna be honest for a minute, right? Let's be honest for 1 second. You know for a fact what you went to prison for. You know you didn't have nothing to do with that, but you know it was another member of Dipset. And you know who it is. I'm not even gonna say who it is, but you went to jail for some shit that they did. But they always with Cam. So you it's all good with y'all. Come on, stop lying. It ain't all good. You went to prison. They didn't contact you. They didn't reach out to you. They didn't do nothing for you. You went to prison for some shit that you didn't do, for some shit you shouldn't have did, though. We'll leave it right there. You know, and I know, because you told me. But see, I be so G'd up. I don't be like, yo, the nigga told. I don't even be doing that shit. But niggas gonna stop lying and fronting, because then we gonna have to tell the truth. And that ain't gossip. The truth ain't gossip. Gossip is, I heard, or somebody, I overheard. That's gossip. From somebody's mouth to my ears, and it's not somebody meat action or who somebody sleeping with. They tell me some events that took place in their life, and it's their firsthand account. That's not gossip. So all the people who be in the comments, you gossiping. How is it gossip if it's from a person's mouth? Gossip is a secondhand story. Gossiping is formulating opinion off of what I think or what I heard from third and fourth parties. When it comes from the source, it ain't gossip unless they're talking about somebody else and they're lying. But an interaction between two people and one of the people tell you something, you got his side, and then you got the truth. I'm just here to get the truth. And the truth sometimes is that man or woman's truth. But I've been doing this for a dub, you know what I'm saying? So I know what I'm doing. I don't even get I don't even got to get all razzle dazzled up. It just be people sometimes that don't know what they talking about, that try to tell me how to do my job, and so mad at whatever reason, because y'all be acting like y'all be knowing these artists. Personally, I don't know none of these niggas. I know these niggas. And I'm telling you, they not who you think they are. Whatever you think they are, they're not that. You don't think niggas will put the 10 on the 3? When the nigga say he got 10, he got 3, maybe even 2. And that's a lot. But I'm not here to burst anybody bubble or make anybody look bad. But I don't like lying. That's the problem now. Everybody be lying to each other and capping. If we a little bit more truthful, then we can move on and better ourselves. Yo, it's okay not to like certain songs. It's okay to like something if you like it. It's okay. But now that we all capping, we all lying about everything, we don't even get real honest opinions on anything because nobody wants to be a hater or a glazer. We just forgot about like and dislike. It's all about hate or glazing. Nobody wants to be a glazer. Nobody want to be a hater. So dudes will be mute or dudes will be fake. Start this emoji shit. When y'all men start doing all this emoji shit too? Anyway. Woo. Oh, another thing before I go. You want to see the interview? The first pinned comment. It's on Patreon. Patreon link. The first pinned comment on this video. Right in the top of the description box too. You want to see the interview? Go there. You can see the interview. Yo, I knew he was cooked once I see dudes start liking AI women. I knew he was in trouble, man. I be seeing dudes lusting over women. I be like, That's AI. That's not even a real chick. And dudes be like, oh, you so gorgeous. I'm like, damn. Did you know that you have AI OnlyFans women? You got, anyway, man, that ain't for, y'all gonna be deviants anyway. I can't help y'all. Yo, for the real who ride with me, salute. To the fake, just keep doing what you do. Y'all are necessary evil because y'all make us shine that much more. Follow me on all social media platforms. I'm at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram, at Doggie Diamonds on TikTok, at Doggie Diamonds on X, aka Twitter. Until next time, y'all be cool. And if you want to know how to get on my channel, where is my, oh, there we go. To get interviews on Doggie, to get an interview on Doggie Diamonds TV, just hit me up at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. Hop on this special offer. It's a 35-minute interview that includes a social media promo. It could be live stream or tape. And an additional guest could be in your interview. And until next time, yo, I'm out. Peace. Yo, and if you click the logo, you can subscribe to the channel now. And watch these related videos. Peace. And don't forget,
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Did you hear what I said? You know who did this beat? You know who did this beat?
Doggie Diamonds did this.